Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out Snatch, the 2000 movie starring Brad Pitt is in it. I know Benicio del Toro is in it, and I know Jason Statham, the bald guy from Fast and Furious, is in this movie as well. I also know that this movie is directed by Guy Ritchie, and I am a big fan of Guy Ritchie. I'm a big fan of Guy Ritchie style. I've seen a few of his movies. I've seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I've seen some of his other movies. I just cannot remember what they were. Like The Gentleman. I've seen The Gentleman. I really like his style. I really like Guy Ritchie as a director, and I am very excited for this movie. I'm watching this movie because one of my best friends, she recommended that I watch this movie. She said it was really, really good, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really know about this movie too much. I may have heard about it here or there, but I haven't really heard about this movie too much. But I'm thinking that this is supposed to be a really good movie. She has good taste in movies, so I trust her, and I'm hoping that this movie is actually really, really good. I'm hoping it is just a very Guy Ritchie feeling movie as well. This is more, not early on into his career, but this is 2000. This is the year 2000. So it's kind of still when I feel like Guy Ritchie movies kind of started to decline. And then The Gentleman I thought was good, but I thought they kind of declined a little bit. But I think this was still kind of at the Guy Ritchie peak, if you know what I mean. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn on the light and we can decide what color it should be. Boop. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so it is like almost 3 p.m. here, so it's it's also very sunny outside. It was been like really bad weather for the past bit, but the past 2 days here has been amazing. So it's very sunny outside and beautiful weather. But anyways, it's very bright outside is what I'm trying to get, and so the light may not really shine through. I'm gonna do this blue over here. I don't know how well you can see it on the screen because it's just so bright. I can barely see the light myself. I'm just going blue because I don't know the color tones of this movie. I don't know if this movie is gonna be a gory, dark movie. It's Guy Ritchie. I think it's rated R, so I think there will be some gore in it. Not gore per se, but blood and death and stuff like that. But at the same time, I have no idea what this movie's about, and I know nothing about this movie at all. So I think blue is just a good color for it. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon, where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose. So thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, without further ado, let's start this thing. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Snatch. Oh my god, Matthew Vaughn. I love Matthew Vaughn too.
Plane when it crashed. That's how they met. They named me after the name of the plane. Not many people are named after them.
What?
What do I know about diamonds? I'm a boxing promoter. I was a happy boxing promoter until a week ago. And then, what do I know about diamonds?
What do you know about diamonds, Jason?
Okay, go through.
Oh my god, you should have let him drop his pants. That was a mistake.
Just a story.
This is really cool. This is very creative. Credits and just story beats.
Difference in the spelling.
I love how the music became elevator music too. That was really fun.
Michael. Mutti.
Whoa, that's cool, man. That was such a cool credit sequence. What? There's so many guns, they weren't even in his pants. What is happening right now? The camera going, woo! This is spinning around in circles.
Michael, where is the stone?
I have 2 punches and just, where is the stone? Like, so softly. I love it. Dude, there's a lot of character in this movie already. I love it. Vinnie. I'm not gonna remember these names, I'm sorry. But I'm trying my best. Frankie, 4 fingers. Why does he only got 4 fingers? Bullet Tooth Tony. Boris the Blade. There's so many cool names. What the heck? This movie already feels like Guy Ritchie. It's so stylized. Guy Ritchie is it's a very hit or miss when it comes to liking his movies.
Call this number. Boris. Boris
Boris the Blade.
can get you anything you need.
Dude, the transitions! The transitions!
These lads are out to hurt each other. What's happening with those sausages, Charlie?
Trouble needs turkeys.
Oh, I want a sausage right now.
Which means you know more than me. And I don't want to have my pants pulled down over the price.
What's wrong with this one?
Nothing you can't fix.
It's just I'm not sure about the colour.
I like this movie.
What's happening with them sausages, Charlie?
5 mini turkeys.
5 minutes, he's turning them to ash.
What's a gun doing in your trousers?
For protection.
Protection from what? The Germans? What's to stop it blowing your bollocks off every time you say
What?
that? Where did you get it?
Boris the Blade.
Oh my god, is that Benicio del Toro's gun?
Dogs do that. You're not a dog, are you, Gary?
No. No, I'm not.
However,
You're not a dog now, are you, Gary?
can't Liam, I'll give you that. But I've got no time for grasses.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Come to the pigs, Harold. What the fuck are you two looking at?
They're actually feeding them to the pigs. Wasn't even a metaphor. They just have a lot of pigs to feed humans too.
It's a dive in my fights. Unlike his.
Oh, so Mr.
Harold, I don't think
Statham,
he likes me.
Turkish is not a cop. I thought he was a cop.
Him for you, but don't you hit him either. Americans can't know it was Russian. It will come back to me.
Oh, I love this.
Я понимаю.
One more thing. It might help. He loves to gamble.
Yeah, okay. He was gambling in his intro card.
Preis. Couple of this.
Talk to my cousin Dougie.
Duck the head.
Yeah, Doug the head.
He's wearing a bunch of different outfits.
And Frankie.
Another outfit.
Wishes he was Jewish. Even tells his family they're Jewish. But he's about as Jewish as he is a fucking monkey.
What are you doing here?
It's a free country, innit?
In it, bruv. The transition so far between all of these different stories has been really, really good and done very creatively.
Yeah, Dad, you told us.
He's a big mucker in New York.
Yeah,
What?
Dad, you told us.
The visual comedy as well is also top tier.
This will get messy.
Not if you're here.
Oh, you bastard.
Wait,
I fucking hate pikeys.
we're gonna see Brad Pitt? Are we gonna see Brad Pitt?
And what are you waiting for?
The 5 quid you're going to pay me?
Oh, fuck off. I'll find him myself.
250.
You can have a quick...
Ah! My man, Brad.
Like he's all gypsies.
What you doing, Potter? Yes.
Oh my god, he was taking a dump.
It's not English.
How are you?
Fair, the Welshman can't just for the horses, you know.
It's just, well, it's just pikey.
Fuck me. Just look at the size of it. Be no murdering done around here, I don't mind telling you. Get your hands up there, you thief, George.
There'll be no
Up to you, the big fella.
murdering.
Come on. You silly Mickey. Offer the man a proper drink, right?
Brad Pitt is already the best part of this movie. Look at all this energy he has. The accent.
Now, pikers are well known for their skills of negotiation in business. It's part of the reason they talk like they do. So you can't follow what's being said.
Interesting. I love that they're adding this into the movie.
I see what all the fuss is about.
Where'd they get a dog?
Alright, bad fellas.
What? They've got a dog? Okay, they don't have a dog anymore.
Sorry, Mickey. Just give us our money back and you can keep your caravan.
Why the fuck do I want a caravan? It's got no fucking wheels.
It's got no wheels.
I'm dead body anyway. Go on, go on.
Man,
Have you fight,
okay,
Mickey?
now we're
You
selling
know what
some other
happens
way.
when you fight.
You did sit down.
What happens when he fight? Does he turn into the Hulk? What happens? Okay, cheap shot. He was taking off his jacket. You didn't even let him take off his jacket, Mr. Grandma's red sweater over here.
You want to stay down? Then I kick for a fat fucker. Do you know that?
He's just trying to anger him up. He's just angering him up. Brad Pitt's got this. One hit KO. Is he dead? Oh my god, he's dead. Brad Pitt just one punch manned him to heaven.
That's the last thing on Tommy's mind. Gorgeous doesn't wake up in the next few minutes. Tommy knows he'll be buried with him.
Oh, he's not dead. He's not dead.
He's praying. And if he isn't, he fucking should be.
I love the voiceover as well. It's really fun.
They threw it in with a load of moody gold. You know Jippo's soul. They're always throwing dogs in with deals.
Well, it better not be dangerous.
Yeah, what the heck? The caravan, there was a dog? Another dog here? What is that all about?
Oi, stop the dog!
This movie is really random and I love it.
Do you know something that I don't?
Booby, I probably know a lot you don't.
I like that, that's fun.
Your seat? Tyrone, this is a stolen car, mate.
While I'm at the wheel, it's my car. So stop that.
This is a stolen car.
Listen, don't worry about me. Just worry about that dog on my seats. All right?
The struggle and then the leather making all of this noise really just adds to everything.
Just worry about getting us a gun, yeah?
Yeah?
What's that?
It's a giant gun. The soundtrack for this movie as well? Ooh!
It's too tight.
Too tight? You can land a jumbo fucking jet in there.
Wait, leave him alone. He's a natural.
I love the dialogue in this movie.
A natural fucking idiot.
Tyrone, man.
A packet of fucking peanuts, is it? It was a funny angle.
It was a funny angle. It's straight behind you.
It's behind you.
Yeah.
Get that dog!
Get the dog.
What is happening in this scene?
Give it that squeaky toy and shut it up last.
What is... There's a pig now. What the heck?
What the fuck did you expect? A grease down and a shiatsu?
Who took the jam out of your donut?
You took the fucking jam out of my donut, Tommy.
Oh, I like that saying. I'm going to say that more often. Who took the jam out of your donut?
Mad Fist went mad. And the gun shot himself.
Very literal. They took their names very literally.
What?
Caravan. Top of the range, you know, like.
It was us that wanted a caravan.
No, they want a caravan?
What's wrong with this one?
That's not for me. It's for me, man.
Oh. Oh, that's cute.
Squeeze me up. I aim for penetration. And if I didn't have the replacement piking, he'd want to split me in half.
Oh my goodness. Oh, man. Oh. I didn't need to see that.
Poke you with a stick, you watch his bollocks grow. Do you like a dog fight, Turkish?
No, that's so cruel. That's actually like, go explode or something.
We've lost Gorgeous George.
Well, where'd you lose him? He ain't a set of fucking car keys, is he?
You can take bets at the fight.
Put a lead on her, Turkish, before she gets bitten. And you don't want to get bitten now, do you, sweetheart?
This guy's so annoying, but at the same time, he's so fun.
A fight? What do you mean?
That's a little awkward. She was just walking around and now you're looking at her earlobe.
And I'm not talking about his fucking foreskin either. Heavy, I'm sure he can pay. Well, not with my goods he isn't. You got a toothbrush? We're going to London. Do you hear that, Doug?
You got a toothbrush. You got a toothbrush. The most important thing is clean teeth, guys.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
Everyone is so aggressive in this movie. I love it.
I'm gonna find him, Doug, and you're gonna help me find him. And we're gonna start at that fight.
Am I gonna get...
Oh my god, this squeaky toy is gonna be such a fun running gag.
You're not gonna let us down, are you?
He's going down in the 4th. Don't you worry about that. Peter.
Will he go down in the 4th? I don't know.
How many fingers did he have?
I'm sorry, I couldn't get the binoculars out in time.
The binoculars.
You know what's good for you, right? You give me everything you've got.
Oh my god.
Are off. If all bets are off, then there can't be any money, can there?
Oh.
I ain't fucking buying that.
That's so true.
Show me your hands. You got 5 fingers.
You've got 5 fingers.
Security door. Open.
That's so dangerous.
We're fucked.
Yeah, you are. Oh, who's this? 4 fingers?
What the fuck are you two doing?
Oh my god, they were pushing it and it was a pull door.
For the bone crunching, one-punch machine gun, Mickey!
One punch machine gun, I like it. Look how confident Brad Pitt is just sitting there. Oh, I love the fedora, he's wanking off. Hey, hey! Hey! Hey, fire him now! He's literally One Punch Man. Turkish is very dead. And so, same with Tommy.
Well, at least half of this.
What was in the case was mine. What was in the bookies was yours.
There was nothing in the bookies but pennies, though. Boris is gonna take a gun out and just shoot them.
Oh, Joe! He could not know my name. Give me the stone.
He shot Benicio del Toro? Is he dead? He got shot in the face, I know. But isn't that Benicio del Toro? Oh, it's like Saw up in here now.
Do we, Errol?
No, we don't, John.
The sound effects make them feel like a Dementor.
No, thank you, Turkish. I'm sweet enough.
I love this movie. This movie is really fun.
All right. Of course. Of course, fucking of course. I wasn't asking, I was telling.
But then why did you frame it as a question?
Right, that takes care of one little piggy. Now find me the silly sods who blagged the bookies. Find them today.
I love how everything's connecting. Everything has always been connected, I guess, but it's really connecting now.
On a hare. And a hare has to outrun the dogs.
So what if it doesn't?
It gets killed.
Proper fucked.
Yeah, Tommy. Before the Germans get there.
I love this movie.
Turkish, the five's twice the size, and my master needs a caravan. I like to look after me mad. It's a fair deal. Take it.
Okay.
It is a fair deal.
Hey, look, she wants a heck of 2 roof lights. The stylish house frame furniture, and the scar cushions with matching shark cover. Okay. Right. It's just terrible partial to the party with the blue bags.
I don't understand a single word that he just said.
Did you understand a single word of what he just said?
Me and Turkish on the same page. Tyrone, you better watch yourself. Goodbye, Tyrone. You're in the pit. You're in the pit of despair.
It was us that wanted to buy a caravan off of him.
Well, why didn't you bust a cap in his ass then, Tommy?
They're so good at negotiating that
Mind you do.
not only did they sell them a bad caravan, but now they're making Tommy give him a caravan.
Not a fucking witch doctor, but you are a bad boy yardie. And bad boy yardies are supposed to know how to get rid of bodies.
I create the bodies. I don't erase the bodies.
I create the bodies.
Apparently the best thing to do is cut up a corpse into 6 pieces and pile it all together.
Apparently, he definitely knows that. He feeds bodies to pigs.
Man who keeps a pig farm. They will go through a body that weighs 200 pounds in about 8 minutes.
Oh my god.
By a horrible cunt. Me.
As much as this guy is a horrible person, he's... I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun with this character. With all of the characters. There is not a single bad character.
He's a liability.
He'll find you Moses in the burning bush if you pay him to.
You are gonna die, Tony.
You got shot 6 times, had the bullets moulded into gold.
Whoa, what? That's kind of cool.
Well, that sounds promising. What are we waiting for?
The man is literally invincible.
What do you think, Errol?
I think we should drip dry him, Governor, while we got the chance.
It was a rhetorical question, Errol. What have I told you?
You can call me Susan if it makes you happy.
Tony, there was a man...
I'll call you Susan.
Well, that depends on all the elements in the equation. How many are there?
40,000.
Vinnie Jones is a big occurrence in Guy Ritchie films, isn't he? He's in quite a few with them.
Gonna make it worth my while, mate. Jesus, Tony, you know that is, man.
Oh, the window! Oh!
Driving down the street with your head stuck in my window. What do you think I'm doing, you clean ass?
What do you do?
I love how sometimes people just take things so literally.
A Russian?
Well, to be technical, he's an inspector.
These poor guys are getting beat up and then beat up and then beat up again. Don't punish. No, the arcade. Or I guess it's like a little gambling center, I guess. Never mind, this is good.
He thought it would be a good idea to burn Mickey's mum's caravan.
No. The beautiful thing. Oh, what? She's dead? What the heck? This movie took a turn. This movie took a turn. That's a beautiful shot, though. Brad Pitt is about to destroy this old man.
Jesus.
That's really sad.
Sorry, Mickey.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Mickey, too. You don't deserve this.
I'll do the fight before he causes any more carnage.
And if he'd said no, could have been a shite sight worse.
It really would have. They're still looking for my man, Four Fingers.
Should have known. Anti-Semite, slippery Cossack sluts. What do you know?
Oh wait, no, they're not looking for Four Fingers anymore. My bad.
XKG.
They're looking for Bullet Dodger now.
Trained undercover agent. It'll be impossible to track down.
Yo.
Dad, there's a strange man down here who wants to sell us an 84-carat stone.
I love it. He'll be hard to find. Just shows up.
You're gonna have to get me to a doctor. Shoot that fuck! Then get me to a doctor.
Okay, yeah, but first we get the stone, Rosie. First the stone.
Shoot him, then take me to a doctor. Yeah.
You hold him there.
Hold on. He's not on his own.
We're off.
I love the use of the TVs in this movie and the security camera footage. It's so good. That shot, though, especially, you had both perspectives, both camera angles, over-the-shoulder camera angles, in the same frame. It was so cool.
How far to the Russians?
Be there in a minute.
This guy's always drinking milk. Turkish is always drinking milk.
You shouldn't drink that stuff anyway.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's not in sync with evolution.
Shut.
What? What is he even saying?
Do you want to kill him or not?
I'll cut him. I got a blade.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Do they fire?
He just has a giant knife in his pocket.
You arsehole!
What are you going to do with that? Pick his teeth. Wipe the butter off him.
Who did they just hit?
Look, there's a proper blade back there.
Cows have only been domesticated.
Wait, are they all gonna converge at once? They're all driving cars. I love this.
What have you used to keep your Ford company all these years? A sharp side, a blunt side?
Where is he getting these knives from? The milk. Oh my god, they haven't interacted with each other, these characters, the whole movie, and then the milk. I love it. Okay, then he got out, and he's running down the street, and then he gets hit by the other car. Oh my god, this is gonna be so funny. What is happening in this movie? It's so awesome. The dog in the window.
You can bring him with you if you like.
Oh my god. How? First of all, how did he have a sword? Where was the sword? Where was he keeping that? In, like, up his butt or something?
Oh, good time. Surely got those minerals. Come on then. What does the Germans get?
Why does he keep saying this? Why does he keep saying this?
Drowning trout. Come pick us up.
Dude, everyone's finally coming together.
Let go of the gun.
They're fakes. He knows. He knows.
Words. So make them a prayer.
Now, dicks have drive and clarity of vision. But they're not clever.
He's talking about dicks.
And your two little balls are shrinking with you.
This is really good.
And the fact that you've got replica written down the side of your gun.
Ah, he saw it. I knew it.
Fuck off.
You guys just got absolutely wrecked. He had the high ground the entire time. That was so good.
I will. I'll shoot you.
These guys are bumbling buffoons. Ah, oh, here's everyone. Everyone's here at the same time. It's so good, except for Brad Pitt.
Happy? Pull your socks up!
Does that mean duck? And then he didn't get it because he doesn't speak like British slang, and because he's Russian, so he didn't understand it. If that's what he meant by that, that's smart.
Boris, what are you doing here?
Okay, Boris is dead. Okay, this movie does not hesitate to kill characters. Boris is still alive.
Fuck you!
Boris keeps dodging the bullets.
You should never underestimate the predictability of stupidity. Now out the car.
How are these guys still alive?
So why are you so calm? I heard what you said, Tommy. It's not as though we've got a choice now, is it?
Yeah. You can't really do anything else at this point. Ew. You've drunk a little bit too much there, Brad.
It's empty. I'm getting heartburn. Tony, do something terrible.
Do something terrible.
Being serious. The dog. The dog must have had it.
Don't frame the dog.
No, you can't do this.
It's fucking squeaking! Man, you never heard a dog squeaking? Forget that goddamn dog.
No, why are they doing this? There are no bullets in that gun anymore, right?
Thank God for that.
Oh my god, the dog actually ate it. Oh wait, there's bullets in the gun now. I guess he did. I guess he reloaded it. What happened? Did you shoot him?
Dog is gonna go back to the campsite, so I'm telling you, it always does.
How's the dog gonna find the campsite, Vin?
Have you smelt the campsite, Sol?
He killed Vinny. He just died. What the heck? I love that. What? Tony is dead.
Well, come on, we got a fight to go to.
This is a much less fancy fight.
Who's speaking to you? He asked him, didn't he?
Fuckface. I like that one, Errol. I'll have to remember that one.
Yeah, so creative. They're gonna kill all of the... What? What? This guy's insanely cruel. Brad, you cannot... You have to throw this fight in the fourth. You have to. Ah, come on, Brad. Brad. Oh, yeah, go ham. Everyone must be seeing this and going, he's not fighting, he's just running away. Whoa, this is very surreal. This editing and the sound. Yeah, get the referee. That was after the bell. That was after the bell. Come on. Brad Pitt doesn't deserve this. Ah. Oh my god. He flew. He's flying like Superman. What a shot, though. That shot was sexy. Oh. That's so cool. Stay down, Brad.
Now, we are fucked. There's a car nearly on you. So what do?
You're dead.
Silly. You freeze. And your life doesn't flash before you because you're too fucking scared to think.
He knew.
On running the car over.
Oh!
For every action, there's a reaction.
Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, I have chills. What a cool twist ending. Oh my god, his brain gets blown out.
Better than that.
Oh my god, the editing. Oh, the editing, the twist. Oh, it's all coming together. Oh, he deserves it. He deserves it.
The next day we went to the campsite.
Top,
the gypsies had disappeared.
Top 10 twists in film. No, I don't think, but that's so good. That was so good. The dog! And the dog has the diamond! Oh.
What's in the car? Seats and a steering wheel.
Hey, George. Is that a tea cozy on his head?
Everyone's getting caught except for these two bumbling fools. Wow, the start of the movie's the end of the movie. Ah.
So what do you think? Do you know anyone who would be interested?
Ah. That was a really good movie. That was really, really good. I really enjoyed that so much. The editing and just the character that this movie had was so good. And Guy Ritchie, he's very stylized, and love him or hate him, you have to appreciate that at least a lot of his older movies, some of his newer ones, I feel like kind of fell off the Guy Ritchie style, I guess. But I think The Gentleman's brought that back a little bit. But this movie was This movie was good. And that was my reaction to Snatch, the 2000 movie. I guess action, no, it wouldn't be an action movie, comedy crime movie as a genre. It was definitely a comedy movie. That movie was a lot of fun. A British comedy movie. If you're not into British humor, maybe you wouldn't enjoy this movie, but starring Brad Pitt, Jason Statham, Vinnie Jones, Stephen Graham, Benicio del Toro, Alan Ford. There is a lot of people in this movie. I could go on forever. The cast list is just an endless stream of talent and talent and talent. This movie was so good, and I don't know. The humor was amazing. The editing was amazing. The directing was amazing. The music was so much fun. The story was great, and the twist at the end was amazing. Everyone's acting was great. I don't know how else to describe it, but it was just so much fun. It was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be, and I had a blast watching this movie. Getting into the reviews of the movie very quickly, 8.3 out of 10 on IMDb audience score and 74% Rotten Tomatoes. So audiences like this movie a lot more than critics, which is very interesting. Maybe critics, you can find stuff wrong with this movie or stuff that just isn't like right with the movie, but this movie was just so much fun. The humor, especially paired with the insane editing, Guy Ritchie style editing, made for this blast of a film. It was a short film too, only an hour and a half really, but it was a blast from start to finish. There was so many jokes, so many funny moments, and then so many more darker moments, but paired with this comedy. It was like this dark comedy in a way. It was so good. It was so good to watch. Also, I can see here that Matthew Vaughn was a producer on this movie, which I think is really interesting because Matthew Vaughn went on to make the Kingsman movies, I think, the first and second Kingsman movie, I believe, and maybe the new one coming out, but I'm not sure. But it's interesting to me because the Kingsman movies feel kind of like a Guy Ritchie film, or feel influenced by these older Guy Ritchie films, by this movie, by Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. You know, it feels like that. So it's kind of interesting that he is the producer and then created a movie and a franchise that has the feel of a Guy Ritchie film or an influence of a Guy Ritchie film. I just think that's interesting, and it's something that I didn't know that they worked together, but I can totally see them working together now. They have very similar styles, and one definitely influenced the other. Getting into the music of this movie very quickly before I dive into everything else, everything that was great about this film. The music was really fun. It was very light, I guess. Light meaning the score was never like wham. There were no wham scores or anything. It was kind of like jazzy in a way, but also the music just kind of felt like music you would hear around town. You know, it'd feel like you turn on the radio to like this jazz station, and that's what you would be hearing as the soundtrack for this movie, or you walk into a store and whatever's playing on the PA system is what you would be hearing in the movie. You know, it was very like down to earth songs, and a lot of the times it wasn't even like a real song. It was an actual piece of music. It was actual score, but it just sounded like a music that you would listen to when you were walking into the elevator or something like that, or walking into a store. You know, it just made the world feel more real. I mean, the boxing fights and stuff, the music did get a little bit more intense, and it was super cool, but for the most part, it was very down to earth, and it just kind of made the universe as goofy as it was, and it just made it feel kind of more like boom, you know, more down to earth, more real, more livable. I guess it didn't make it feel as much as just this comedy. One of the things I loved most about this movie was the directing and the editing. The directing in this movie was amazing, very stylized. So again, I can understand if people do not like Guy Ritchie films. I can completely understand if people don't like Guy Ritchie films. I know my mom does not like Guy Ritchie films. They're just like, there's just something about them that you can love or you can hate, just the way that they're edited, the way that they're stylized. But man, this movie was stylized too, in my opinion. It was amazingly stylized. It did not take away from the movie. It really added to the movie, and that's something that a lot of people forget when it comes to stylizing their own films. They think if you can just make this film that's very unique and quirky, then it'll be very widely recognized as a good film, but that's not the case. If you make a film that's very stylized, but it doesn't add to the plot of the film, it doesn't add to the overall ambience of the film, then it's not going to work. There's no point in stylizing your film at that point, because like why should anyone care about the stylization if it doesn't affect your film as a whole? But this movie, the stylization worked for the plot. It worked to kind of have characters meet each other. It worked to expand on characters. It worked to do all of these things within the actual story, within the world, and that's what I liked about it the most. The frantic editing, especially in the fights where it was just cut, and then it was like random freeze frames, cameras spinning around and stuff like that. It was just insane. It was like Guy Ritchie would roll a dice and go, okay, we're going to spin the camera now, roll the dice, okay, we're going to freeze frame now. But it was wonderful to see. I've never really seen movies filmed like Guy Ritchie films his movies, especially this one. I've never really seen a movie filmed like this before. Just this very frantic, weird freeze frames everywhere, cameras tilting and stuff. And then also the way that they used like the borders, where they would split a frame and have one character talking over the phone and over to another character, and then it would like push in when a character was talking and push out and push in the other frame when a character was talking. It was very creatively done, and it worked so well to just invest you into this movie. And again, I know maybe you may not like the style, but I thought the style worked super, super well. Also, the shots in this movie were beautiful. There were some amazing shots when Brad Pitt's character, Mickey, was standing over, like looking at the burning camper van, and there was a behind the head shot and he was silhouetted with the flames and stuff like that. That was a gorgeous shot. But then also like when Brad Pitt was punched at the end of the movie in the final boxing fight, and you can see him flying in this beautiful slow motion, this crisp slow motion as he's flying through the air. It was gorgeous to look at. But my favorite shot in the entire movie was a very quiet shot. It was with those two dingleberries, whatever you want to call them, like Soul and what's his name, and Vinny, and they were talking about I don't know, they were probably talking about the diamond or something. I forget what they were talking about in that scene. And they were talking about the replica guns. It was that scene where they were talking about the replica guns, and the shot was just an over-the-shoulder shot looking at one of those two characters, and in the background was a TV that displayed the other over-the-shoulder shot, because when you have a conversation, you'll have one character over the shoulder, the other character over the shoulder, and then you would cut between the two a lot of the times in film to create this conversation, right? And the TV behind him had that other angle, and so it didn't cut that much from the two characters, because we already had the angle there, and so we could see the other characters' reactions and emotions and everything during this conversation in the same shot as this other guy's over the shoulder. And I thought it was super creative, super cleverly done, and it was they used TVs and security camera footage in this movie in a way that I've never really seen a movie use it before, in a way that really helped bring this world, like this creative world, to life, and it worked so well for the film. I enjoyed that shot, but this whole film and the way that it was shot and edited and paced, like I enjoyed it so much. Also, can we talk about Brad Pitt's accent in this movie for a second? What the heck type of accent is that? I heard that the accent isn't a real accent, and that the filmmakers intended it to be unhearable, like you just cannot distinguish a word in it. When he was talking about the camper van and he was like, I don't know, you know, like that, I was like, what are you even saying? But I liked that they worked his dialogue into the plot as well, which again made the movie feel so creative but also so real, because his dialogue actually had a reason to not be understandable, and I enjoyed that so much. How his like group of gypsy people, I guess is what they called them in the movies, how his group of people, you can barely understand them, and that makes them good at negotiating, and that's what they basically do, is they negotiate, but since you can't understand them, they always get a good deal off of it. I thought that was a really genius way to work that into the movie, and I enjoyed everyone's characters in this, but Brad Pitt's character was by far my favorite. Also, I was just reading the summary for this movie, and I think the summary is really funny, because how do you summarize this movie? I'm going to be honest, thinking about it, how do you summarize the movie? The summary on Google says, a caper involving a boxing promoter who is introduced to a match fixing by a ruthless, pig-breeding gangster, thrust into the fray are a street-fighting gypsy and his family, and a vicious pit bull. Like, that tells me nothing. I feel like if I read that and then watched the movie, I'd go, okay, that summary was, I guess, right, but so much more happens in this very short amount of time. I loved it. I loved it. I just think it's funny that this movie is very hard to summarize. Like, how are you supposed to summarize it? And I also loved at the end how all the characters converged on each other. It felt very satisfying, and then again, the twist was so good. Getting into the cast of this movie now, I don't really know who I'm going to talk about. I'm probably only going to talk about Vinnie Jones, Jason Statham, Vinnie Jones, Jason Statham, and Brad Pitt, and then Alan Ford as well. Everyone else in this movie was phenomenal. There was not a bad actor in this movie. Everyone from the bumbling diamond thieves who store the diamond in their ball sacks, and then the dog ate it. Those people were great. Benicio del Toro was great. He wasn't in the movie for long though, but he was great. Everyone was great. Rade, Šerbedžija, I'm not even going to try and pronounce his last name. I will definitely mess it up. The guy who played Boris was great in this movie. Everyone did an amazing job, but Vinnie Jones, Jason Statham, and Brad Pitt, I think, were the main-ish characters. Stephen Graham as well as Tommy was one of the main characters. He was amazing, but I don't think he did enough in this movie to warrant actually talking about. I know Vinnie Jones was in this movie not as much as Tommy, but I think he had a bigger screen presence, which is why I'm going to talk about him first as Bullet Tooth. He was so good in this movie. He always plays like this hard man, hitman who's just full on testosterone, but also very calm in these situations with guns and stuff. And I love that. I love when he said, "Pull your socks up." And I think that meant duck. I'm not sure if he meant that, but I think that meant duck. And I think that's really interesting because all of the British people ducked. And then I guess the American ducked as well. I think the American ducked, but maybe the American did duck. And then the Russian guy, Boris, did not understand the phrase, and so he did not duck. And I don't know if they were going for that or if it was just a coincidence that everyone ducked but him. But I thought if they meant that, I thought that was genius. His dialogue was great when he's sitting down with the replica guns, people staring at him, and he's just drinking the beer, and he knows he has the high ground from the beginning. He was thrilling to watch, and I was very sad that he died. He died off screen too. I can't believe they just killed him like that, but they killed a lot of characters. I thought he did a great job. Jason Statham as Turkish. Statham? I think it's Statham, right? Jason Statham as Turkish. He was really good in this movie. I loved the voiceover he had in a lot of scenes, and the voiceover I thought was interesting too, because a lot of times in film, voiceover is seen as a bad way to tell a story, but in this they did a really cool thing with it where they would say kind of what he was thinking in a scene as well, so you got what he would say out loud to the characters, but then we also would hear what he was saying in his head, and there was never anything like very... I mean, I guess sometimes it was important. For the most part, though, it was just like he was calling someone a knobhead or something like that in his head. And it was just really fun. I enjoyed his character a lot. I enjoyed his relationship with Tommy and his relationship with everyone else, and just like the way he would interact with everyone, with Alan Ford and stuff like that as Bricktop. He was great in this movie as well. Jason Statham was amazing. Alan Ford was horrible to watch. He was a no for me, but he was also insane to watch. Like, he was so much fun to watch, but such a horrible person. So I was very glad that he died at the end. That's so satisfying, and I thought he did a great job, and I thought Jason Statham also did a great job. And last but not least is Brad Pitt as Mickey. Brad Pitt was the star of the show, in my opinion. I think Jason Statham was the main character, but Brad Pitt was the star of the show. First of all, the accent he had was insane, but he worked it so well for some reason. And then also just like his acting ability felt way above everyone else's for some reason. He's just an insane actor, and I feel like people don't give him enough credit. He is probably one of the better actors working, not even today, but back then. And he was amazing in this movie. He was so good. I thought he did a great job. And then that is my review to Snatch, the 2000 comedy crime movie. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Yeah, I would like to watch more Guy Ritchie movies, whichever ones I haven't seen. I remember I've seen The Man Called Uncle or something like that a while ago. I saw that one in theaters. I think he made that movie, but I haven't seen a lot of other Guy Ritchie movies. So if you made it this far into the review and you have a Guy Ritchie movie in mind that I have not seen, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.